It's Nolan. I got the feeling the fear. My city is crabs in the barrel. I learned to get back through the signs of the trials and the errors. Computer my life with the errors. I step like the Greek with no goddess replying the errors. You niggas are not in my era. I was on that like Cronets. Put sand and get pressed like Kotex. I'm a black star with my squad like Most Def. Reign supreme. My face card like Maybelline. My dog used to push white like shaving cream. These little niggas from the land of the Maybelline. You like to dance, have fun, try to shake the beam. God is my witness. They know that I'm flawed, but I got not folding than y'all. Set up the stage and I kill it. I'm going to war. Nobody can fuck with these bars. Roam through the land like seas. I'm drawing out a plan like Egypt, sowing my seed. Better y'all grow in season. I be going hard, no reason. Say la vie. One life, I got land to seize. Niggas might think I'm a Pharisee. This is my therapy. I do not care to please. Catch them out of Linux, homie, don't wanna square with me. Whoa. Better teach a man how to squabble. Rap money, but to fly me out of Cabo. Dedicated 1/4 to the game, boy. I got a shit bucket like a nigga hit the lotto. Backstage, pulling plays on the phone, baby girl trying to hit me with a slot like Nevada. Let me introduce you to my new model. Finna push these niggas off me like, push these niggas on me like, push these niggas on me like, What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Now, if you have not already seen my Kendrick Lamar GNX album breakdown reaction video from when the album, shortly after the album came out, just a couple hours later, make sure you check that out. We were on there for about 2 hours almost, going through the lyrics, going through everything for the most part. Since then, you know, everybody's been listening to it. It's taken over the conversation. It's taken over all the social media for all day. It's all anybody really cares to talk about, unless you're involved in sports or something like that. But everybody else is tuned into this mother effing project. And a lot of theories are coming out. There's a lot of people that are, you know, releasing little tidbits about the album, references, samples, all of these different things. But I think one of the strongest theories that we have right now, and this is something that we also talked about at the end of my GNX breakdown video, is we all pretty much feel like Kendrick has some more left in the tank. This GNX project is not the final product, okay? For the most part, we think that this is a somewhat of a mixtape. I think a mixtape kind of devalues the music a little bit, to be honest. I don't know if I would call it a mixtape. I think, for lack of a better term, that's what we're kind of going with. It's not an EP, but it feels like more so of a West Coast EP rather than an all-out mixtape. But we can, you know, we'll be splitting hairs about that all day if we try to give it the right title. Now, before GNX actually was released to the people, Kendrick Lamar came with a 1-minute snippet leading up to the project. The video was titled GNX, but it has a video and a song that's not featured on the project. Now, also referenced in my previous video, I said, when you listen to this GNX album, project, whatever you want to call it, mixtape, it doesn't feel like a Kendrick Lamar album. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar albums typically have a narrative to it. He doesn't really skimp out when it comes to intros, interludes, skits. You know, he's really into the theater of making music. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get that on here. You get a couple interludes speaking in Spanish and stuff like that, but it doesn't, you know, tell one long narrative. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the album, he's really crashing out and letting it be known that he has not moved on from the bullshit, right? But again, getting back to the snippet that was released before the album was uploaded and released to the people, when you listen to this snippet, it feels a lot more like something you would hear on a traditional Kendrick Lamar album. From the texture of the production to the vocal style, where he's more so scowling on the album and doing that West Coast, you Not Like Us voice, I guess is the best way we could kind of compare it. The Not Like Us broccoli voice, which turned into Squabble Up. But this snippet feels more so like what you would get on a traditional Kendrick Lamar album. And for the time being, I'm able to actually play it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and then we're going to go into the lyrics on this track, because I think this gives us a little bit of context about what to expect and why this is playing out the way it did, or the way it is, I should say, because we're not talking past tense. This is active in real time.
Only thing matter right now is living right now, and I can't spare no feelings. Quiet on set, but my aura loud. I navigate through hood shit and wisdom. The money out here, young man, for a quarter in your hand, you'll die broke trying to play victim. The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God did me a big one. Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. The headache can speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power live for the Olympians too. I'm carrying various darts right now. I deserve this bitch like tiramisu. See, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they running by me if I gotta clear out the
Nigga was finna get to some shit. I ain't gonna lie. I need to hear the rest of that one. This nigga Kendrick know how to hook you in with a fucking snippet, boy. That is an art that he's perfected throughout the course of his career. He could get you going, cut some shit short, and then you just never know. Are you ever gonna get the full version? Maybe, maybe not. It just depends on how the nigga wake up. You know what I'm saying? How he flip his coin. He said on the album, what do you want the flip a coin? Do you want the shameless me or the famous me? So I think there's some context there too on flipping the coin. But I brought it back to this scene in the video because you have the GNX over there. Then you've got another vehicle over here too, right? Now, I ain't gonna lie. This does take us back to Damn territory. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, when Damn came out, it was a pretty collective feeling like, okay, this album is good, but is this the only album? You know, niggas played it in reverse to try to get new meaning from it. Niggas expected another album because of the whole the Easter shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, on Sunday he gonna drop another one. It never happened, right? So you can't put too much emphasis on these things when you don't have any word from Kendrick himself on what his plan is. All you can do is speculate, and people believe in these ideas and theories very, very strongly. But at the end of the day, we don't know what this nigga finna do. But there's two vehicles here. We know the GNX was delivered today. What else is there in store? Again, this snippet that was played is nowhere on the album. He's not rapping like this on the album. There is no real melodic, Kendrick Lamar, Count Me Out, Money Trees. None of that type of stuff is on this project, which are trademarks and, a personal style of his that he's reflected upon on pretty much every project he's released. So let's get to the lyrics on this thing. He says, only thing matter right now is living right now when I can't spare no feelings. That's the first bar. Okay? So only thing matter right now is living right now. I can't spare no feelings. So he's still in that mode, but he's saying it in a more melodic tone, kind of dressing it up. This could be the famous him. Maybe the GNX project is the shameless him, and this is the famous him. He is a Gemini, and we're going to get to that. Only thing matter right now is living right now, and I can't spare no feelings. Quiet on set, but my aura loud. I navigate through hood shit and wisdom. We're talking about duality, right? Quiet on set, but my aura loud. I navigate through Hood shit and wisdom. Hood shit is, we already know. And then wisdom, typically what we get. The money out here, young man, fuck holding your hand, you'll die broke trying to play victim. That's pretty self-explanatory. The bread is out here, you'll die broke trying to play victim. Right? Can't nobody come hold your hand and bring you and walk you to the money. You got to get up off your ass and figure some shit out. It's out here for you though. The little ideas I told make people go rogue until God did me a big one. Right? This is an interesting bar. The little ideas I told made people go rogue until God did me a big one. So the little ideas turned people away. Because when you go rogue, you basically run off on your own tangent. Until God did me a big one. So maybe he's, galvanizing people that understand his vision at this point. Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin back powering up. My Gemini twin back powering up. But we don't know who or what Gemini twin we're talking about. Right? And if y'all can remember Isaiah Rashad's song, what was that song called? What's Wrong? Is that the name of the song? What's Wrong? Yeah, that's the name of the song. What's Wrong by Isaiah Rashad. Kendrick Lamar featured on this song many years ago. At this point, it doesn't seem like it's that old, but it is a kind of vintage at this point. But on that song, he said, I told Zay I'm the best rapper since 25. Been at that for a while now. I'm 29. Any nigga that disagrees is a fucking lie. And he kind of started yelling, got aggressive. Any nigga that disagrees is a fucking lie. And then he calmed back down and said, pardon me, see my alter ego, but Gemini. Him and I been around ever since Reagan was criticized. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he screamed and then he got right back into his normal bag. So the Gemini alter ego can go between reserved and aggressive. We got a lot of aggression on this GNX project, but we may still get a more traditional Kendrick Lamar project. I'm just putting it together from what I'm hearing. Everybody's not going to agree. We're not all going to see it the same way. I'm just interpreting what I'm hearing. Now back to this snippet, right? My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. So this here is the love is gone. The friendship, the cool shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is dead. Either way it go, from the reserve side to the aggressive side, it's still fuck niggas, okay? So there's that. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged, but this time God only favoring us. Now, who is us? That's up for anyone's interpretation. I don't know who us is. It could be just the niggas on his side. It could be the West Coast. It could be his small circle of motherfuckers. It could be anybody not named me. Nigga, me and my Gemini twin is the only niggas getting favor right now. It could be that for all I motherfucking know. Right? Did he say 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. So 20 years in, he been writing music, writing raps, and he's still dedicated to bearing hard truths. That was, you know what I'm saying? Most of our, and I say most because I don't think most people was listening to Kendrick on C4. People can lie and say that they was down. If you was on the West Coast or if you was like, on that wave, you probably heard C4 when it came out. Most of us had to go back and listen to it years later. But many of us were introduced to him on the Kendrick Lamar EP, and I think that's still early for most. But that's when he, stopped calling himself K-Dot and, dedicated himself to like using his real name, speaking more about life shit rather than just putting bars together. But whatever. 20 years in, still got that pen dedicated to bare hard truth. The etiquette speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. That's an interesting bar. The etiquette speak with a vigilant tongue. The predicate this time is fuck you. He's still on crash out mode, even in his more eloquent way of putting it. The predicate this time, because you got the subject and then you got the predicate. The predicate is the ending, right? So it's still going to end the same way. Fuck you. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power lift with Olympians too. So of course, when you're carrying a heavier heart, a heavy heart is typically with like emotion, a somber mood. And he said it plural, carrying heavier hearts right now. I could power lift with Olympians too. So maybe there's some real shit going on that we don't know about with people that he loves and cares about. And he's carrying the hearts of the people around him, and we don't know nothing about it. But he's saying I could power lift with Olympians too, because you know powerlifting is a competition in the Olympics. He's saying shit with all the shit I carry, bitch. I could power lift with Olympians. I'm carrying various darts right now. I dessert this bitch like tiramisu. That's hard. Y'all know tiramisu is a dessert, but then you dessert this bitch. You carrying various darts, as in you shooting some shit, and I air this bitch out like tiramisu, dessert it. I'll leave this bitch deserted. That's tough. Then the beat switches, and he get back into his scowl. He says, see, we go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. He's barring up. We go body for body, which of course, typically if you're gonna go body for body, you're talking about often niggas. I hand you a body, right? So again, niggas is getting done up. I'm probably a better masseuse, right? Because of course a masseuse is gonna put hands on a body and work it out. So I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they run it by me if I gotta clear out the room. He didn't say room, is blanked out with a screen, and then it ends. But he's barring up. I really don't bother nobody, but they run it by me if I gotta clear out the room. So it's like, I really don't fuck with nobody. I really don't harbor no ill feelings and shit. I just do me. But y'all got me in a mode right now, and we finna clear this shit out. I need the rest of this song. And I'm selfish. I need the rest of this song. And I need the rest of the project that this is attached to. You know what I'm saying? Because this is more so the Kendrick that I gravitate to. I like the GNX. Like I said, it's solid rap. But it's not the Kendrick Lamar that I'm so much accustomed to. It's got the bops, you know what I'm saying? It gives you energy. But when I listen to a Kendrick Lamar album, I still crave like the narrative building, the theater element, the sound design that goes into it, and a little bit more eloquent with the writing. I think he was extremely direct on the GNX project. Not everything was extremely direct, but for the most part, he was getting straight to the point. He even told niggas, this is not for the lyricist. This ain't that. This is not what we aiming for here. This is straight, raw, unfiltered bombing on niggas. Which, I like that. It's records from that I'm going to bump and I'm going to keep in rotation. You know what I'm saying? But y'all heard me. I said that GNX for me was a 7.5. I know people have rated it a 10 out of 10. They say it's flawless. You know, they feel like there's more that needs to be unpacked. But to me, it was straightforward for the most part. There's a couple moments on there that have, you know, a little bit, I wouldn't say depth, because I feel like he's an artist with depth at all times, but they have a bit more breadth to them. But now I'm eager for the other side of it, the flipped coin. And I think this comes from that batch. Sonically, it hits different when you listen to this and then you turn on GNX. Like I said, GNX is mixed in an interesting way. It feels like it's not fully polished. It feels like somebody referenced Untitled Unmastered. I guess you could say it's kind of that sentiment. But it just feels like relatively unpolished. Like it's quality. It's not, you know, bleeding through the speakers or nothing like that. But it doesn't feel like they took like a lot of time mixing all the instruments and the vocals and making sure, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. This is like raw, like, hey, put a rough mix on that bitch. Do it sound good? Yeah. You know, damn near like my shit that I drop because I ain't no engineer. But this snippet, again, feels like something that's from a larger body of work. And I'm hoping we actually receive it because Kendrick is the king of giving us a taste of something and taking it off the menu. You walk in the mall, motherfucker, give your ass want to try free sample? You try that motherfucking free sample and then you say, yeah, I want some more of that. And then we don't got no more. Only free sample, nigga. You can't get no plate with that. Just a free sample, okay? We'll tell you when it's back on the menu. Yo ass come back to the mall. That shit ain't on the menu ever. You done came back next week, next month, next year. It still ain't on the fucking menu. Just a free sample your ass been salivating for. Like, God damn it, man. I went to the fucking mall. They gave me this free sample. It was some new shit at the motherfucking takeout spot, man. And they wouldn't let me even get a full plate of that bit, man. I ain't been able to get that shit since. I'm still thinking about it. Kendrick can hit your ass with that shit, man. But I need to know what this snippet is. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. Continue to enjoy the album. Let me know y'all thoughts about the project too. And I'll see y'all shortly, all right? Peace.
I king of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.